After violent scenes unfolded in Haryana's Karnal ahead of Chief Minister Manohar Khattar's visit in Karnal, Chief Minister has now cancelled his Mahapanchayat rally. This comes after Haryana Police cracked down on protesting farmers at a toll plaza near Karnal, who were up in arms over Chief Minister's visit to speak on benefits of the farm laws. Protesters vandalized the Dais of Manohar Khattar, stormed the helipad wherein Chief Minister's helicopter was supposed to land. Haryana Police there fired tear gas shells, used water cannons at the protesting farmers to disperse crowds. Here you have the visuals of the helipad and the dais, the stage in Karnal, where Chief Minister Khattar was supposed to be addressing the farmers and placing the benefits of the new farm laws on the table to try and educate them. And even before the meeting was held, even before he landed at the spot and initiated the meet with those farmers, angry farmers turned violent, ransacked the stage, vandalized the entire setup around that area where the event was supposed to take place in Karnal, and then went on to the helipad area where the helicopter of Khattar, the Chief Minister, was supposed to be landing. And right then, the police used force, fired tear gas shells and used water cannons to push back those agitated protesters. Here are visuals coming in of the protests that took a violent turn a little earlier today. You're looking at protesters who stormed on the helipad where the helicopter was supposed to land of Chief Minister Manohar Khattar. In the wake of that, Manohar Khattar has now cancelled his Mahapanchayat meet where he was supposed to be meeting with the Kisan and reading out the benefits of the new farm laws as per the government. Here, farmers are agitated and those scenes were quite violent a little earlier in the day when they stormed the stage, the dais where Khattar was supposed to take stage and address the audience, the Kisan there who was supposed to be meeting. They were to be congregating only to interact with the Chief Minister, and the Chief Minister's intention, of course, was to read out the benefits of the new farm laws, which is now the contentious farm laws, considering farmers in Haryana there, thousands of them coming forward asking for a complete rollback, and these farmers turned violent. The protesters ransacked the dais of Manohar Khattar where he was supposed to take stage and address the audience and read out the benefits of the new farm laws. Here are the visuals where the police there, who could not manage the situation, eventually had to use force. They used water cannons, tear gas shells to push back the agitated protesters. And these are visuals coming in from earlier today where farmers turned violent in Haryana over the new farm laws, slamming Manohar Khattar even before he arrived in Karnal to address the farmers. They vandalized the stage where he was supposed to be seated and addressing the crowds. They rushed to the helipad, and that's when the police there resorted to force to push back the agitating farmers. There you have it, visuals of the farmers there ransacking the entire event venue. And that's when police had to step in to use force. We have Manjeet Sehgal giving us some live shots. We're going to quickly cut across.
जो है कोशिश की गई, आपको दिखाना चाहूंगा ये नज़ारा कैमला गांव के उसी मंच का है जहां से मुख्यमंत्री खट्टर यहां किसान पंचायत को संबोधित करने वाले थे, लेकिन इससे पहले कि उनका हेलीकॉप्टर यहां पर उतर पाता 500 से 600 की संख्या में किसान मंच तक पहुंच गए और उन्होंने सब चीजों को तहस नहस कर दिया। देख सकते हैं चारों तरफ टूटी हुई कुर्सियां पड़ी हुई हैं, गमले टूटे हुए हैं, मेज टूटे हुए हैं, शामियाने फाड़ दिए गए, भारतीय जनता पार्टी के झंडे चारों तरफ बिखरे हुए हैं। और जिस वक्त ये रैनसैकिंग हुई उस वक्त भारतीय जनता पार्टी हरियाणा के अध्यक्ष ओम प्रकाश धनखड़ लोगों को संबोधित कर रहे थे, लेकिन जैसे ही प्रदर्शनकारी मंच पर पहुंचे वो मंच छोड़कर भाग गए और कई और नेता भी यहां पर मौजूद थे जिनको अपनी जान बचाने के लिए मंच छोड़ना पड़ा। कमोबेश यही स्थिति साथ ही बनाए गए एक हेलीपैड पे भी थी जहां पर पेवर्स लगाए गए थे, पेवर्स भी प्रदर्शनकारियों ने उखाड़ दिए। पुलिस ने 7 जगह पर नाके लगाए थे, कई पड़ोसी जिलों से भी पुलिस यहां पर बुलवाई गई थी, जबरदस्त इंतजाम किया गया था, लेकिन प्रदर्शनकारियों के आगे पुलिस की एक भी नहीं चली। पहला बैरिकेड तोड़ा गया, दूसरे बैरिकेड पर पुलिस और प्रदर्शनकारियों के बीच में खूब झड़प हुई, आंसू गैस छोड़ी गई ताकि उनको तितर बितर किया जा सके। लेकिन प्रदर्शनकारी इतनी ज्यादा संख्या में थे कि वो गेहूं के खेतों से होते हुए मंच तक पहुंच गए और सारा का सारा कार्यक्रम सरकार को रद्द करना पड़ा। मुख्यमंत्री का हेलीकॉप्टर इसी मंच के ऊपर मंडराता रहा, लेकिन आखिरकार जब प्रशासन ने देखा कि स्थिति काबू से बाहर हो रही है और प्रदर्शनकारी बड़ी संख्या में यहां पर पहुंच गए हैं, तो इस कार्यक्रम को रद्द करना पड़ा।
Well, there you heard it. Manjeet Sehgal there right at the spot in Karnal where protesters vandalized property. There you see, he said even before the event started, in fact, a couple of BJP leaders were already present there. They were trying to calm the agitated audience. They were trying to have a word with the farmers, but farmers in no mood to listen or have a dialogue, rushed to the stage, vandalized the property, the chairs, the shamiana, the barricades, all of that was toppled, smashed, and right after, they rushed to the helipad where Khattar's helicopter was due to land. He was supposed to be arriving in Karnal to address the farmers and the issues over the new farm laws. It was supposed to be an outreach program where Manohar Khattar was supposed to be speaking about the benefits of the new farm laws, point by point. That was the intention, but clearly the farmers there not intending to have a dialogue even before a meeting could take place. Agitated farmers there crashing into the venue where Khattar was supposed to be speaking, the Mahapanchayat venue. In fact, Manohar Khattar had to finally cancel the entire meet.
पूरे हरियाणा प्रदेश में ये आह्वान किया गया है, कोई भी बीजेपी का मंत्री या मुख्यमंत्री या विधायकों का कोई प्रोग्राम है जिसमें वो किसानों की बात करने आ रहे हैं और काले कानूनों को ये कहने आ रहे हैं भी ये अच्छे हैं, उसका हम हर स्तर पर विरोध करेंगे। जब हमारी केंद्र में वार्ता चल रही है, केंद्रीय जो मंत्रिमंडल के साथ वार्ता चल रही है, तो उसको वार्ता के शिष्टाचार के ये बात खिलाफ है कि सरकार कानूनों को अच्छा साबित करने के लिए किसान पंचायतें कर रही है।
Well, there you have it. Reactions coming in on the kind of vandalism that took place. This incident happened in Karnal, where farmers were supposed to be meeting with Manohar Khattar. They were, in fact, Khattar had a plan to address the farmers' issues, to speak about the new farm laws and point out the benefits of the farm laws. And here, right before Manohar Khattar arrived, it seems like agitated farmers created quite a ruckus, and eventually Chief Minister had to cancel the Kisan Mahapanchayat meet. This was only scheduled to discuss the centre's 3 farm laws, which is now contentious. The farm laws enacted in September. Remember, over the last 2.5 months, farmers from particularly Haryana, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh have been protesting extensively along the border areas of Delhi. 9 rounds of talks. 9 rounds of talks have taken place between the farmers and the government, and that hasn't managed to end the deadlock. The stalemate still continues, and meanwhile, the government is trying its best to reach out to farmers across the country, not just those at the border areas, but also every area, including West Bengal. It's a poll-bound state. There too, farmer outreach programs have been launched. Here in Haryana, again, the government is trying to reach out to the agitated farmers. The outreach programs are currently underway, even as simultaneously the farmers are protesting on the other hand. But here it doesn't seem like the farmers are in any mood to listen, and that's when the meet itself, even before it started, turned violent. Manjeet Sehgal reporting from Karnal. Manjeet, the visuals are quite intimidating, to say the least. Farmers there storming into the venue, thrashing, vandalizing the entire venue, the Kisan Mahapanchayat stage. They stormed the dais, literally chased away the BJP leaders who were present at the spot, almost ransacked the entire stage, rushed to the helipad where Khattar's helicopter was supposed to land, and in wake of that, the Chief Minister had to cancel the Mahapanchayat. Now, this is intimidating and scary. It's criminal, to say the least.
Yes, indeed, Navila. This has not happened first time. In last month also, Chief Minister cavalcade was attacked by the protesters. A couple of days back, Haryana's deputy speaker's cavalcade was also stopped and his vehicle was stoned. And today we are in Kaimla, village of Karnal, where Chief Minister Manohar Khattar was scheduled to address a Kisan Mahapanchayat. We can see this is the scene at the Kaimla village where a stage was prepared from where Chief Minister was scheduled to address the people. On my right side you can see there are broken chairs, there are broken tables, broken flower pots which were thrown by the protesters, believed to be between 500 to 600 in numbers. They suddenly reached the venue at a time when Haryana's BJP chief Om Prakash Dhankad was addressing the people. There were dozens of BJP leaders who were scheduled to address this gathering here, but the moment the protesters managed to ransack this stage, all BJP leaders left this stage to save themselves from the protesters. The protesters not only ransacked this stage but also removed the pavers at the makeshift helipad which was constructed on the outskirts of this village. Chief Minister was scheduled to make some important announcements for the people of this village and his home district, but he could not. His helicopter was seen hovering over this stage, but the authorities cancelled this event when the protesters controlled the entire stage and ransacked everything. Nabila.
Manjeet, what we see here is agitated farmers who've stormed in and climbed on the dais, chasing away some of the BJP leaders. Can you give us an insight into what really happened? Who were those BJP leaders who were on stage? Were they trying to pacify those farmers who were angry? And eventually what happened? Did they run for their life?
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.